this Canelo Bud thing is starting to heat up, man. And I'm like, you know, and I like, I've been fucking with boxing long enough. Like, I know what they doing, man. Like, first Canelo's like, I wouldn't fight him. He's too small. I wouldn't get the credit. And Bud is like, yo, I'll fight him at a catch weight. You know what I mean? Somewhere, I think he said like 160 or some shit. Not a catch weight, 160. Canelo like, I'm not going down to 160. Then Bud comes back and he's like, nah, you know what? I'll go up to 168. And then I think Canelo's on Fight Hype the other day or last week, and he was like, at the end, he was like, you know, if the money is right, you know, they cracking the door. The money's right, I might fuck with him. And then, you know, you're starting to see a little bit more and more than Canelo talking spicy today. So I'm like, okay, so they conditioning us for this fight. You know, Canelo got those 3 fights on PBC. Obviously, he's got the one against Jamel, right? Mm-hmm. He's got 2 left. So I wouldn't be surprised. I'm almost 100% sure we're going to get Bud Canelo. And that also tells me that if Jamel's going to have to totally dominate fucking Canelo, because that shit goes to the cards, they're not fucking that money up. He's going to wind up fighting fucking Bud. What do you think about that?
Yo, I got mixed feelings, man, because number one, I do think, and this may be a case of me picking with my heart more than my smarts, but I do think that Charlo poses a much bigger challenge to Canelo than people are giving him any sort of credit for.
I do too.
I think that you know, I don't see any knockdowns in the fight, but I definitely see that you know, whoever gets the round will get the round clearly. But I think Charlo has an advantage of, you know, just being fearless, man. Like having lost and having that. We talked about, does Earl want his get back? Like Mel done been there where he done been crying, tears in his eyes at the press conference, like, I want this nigga, I want to get my get back.
Yeah, and I thought he shouldn't have lost that fight to Tony Harrison, but yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
So when that happens to you, it's like, yo, all right, let's go for it. Plus, he's doing this for the Charlo name. He's doing this because his brother wasn't quite ready to do it. So he playing with house money, and I feel like, you know, the length he's going to as far as preparing for it, you know, getting some outside preparation as well. He's doing a lot that makes it more of a 55-45, 60-40 fight. Now, how does that factor in the Bud? Well, I tell you what, I don't like that fight for the most part because I just feel like it's too many weight classes. I feel like it would be crazy of Bud to move up to 168 unless he just is the motherfucking man, which I'm not doubting, but I don't feel like it makes sense to move up to 168, you know. But if he did it, you know, and he won, that would be a hell of a feat. I'm talking about greatest ever, arguably.
I was getting ready to ask you that does that make him TBE? Does he usurp Floyd at that point? Listen, me and my boys arguing about that shit at work today, and accolades wise, Terrence, he'd be 3-time undisputed. I don't, you know, that's insane. Like, but we floating down their resume today. I'm looking at the resumes. I'm like, Floyd still has the crazier resume. But in your opinion, would that make him jump over Floyd as far as like being the best ever?
Yeah, and again, it's crazy because it's almost like Floyd beat, you know, was it 22, 23, 24 world champions. Like, I get it. That's a beautiful number. You know what I'm saying? But it's like a BBL to me. Unless that shit is soft and it feel good, looking good don't do nothing for me. And when I look at Bud Crawford, and again, we talking about 2-time undisputed, first undisputed welterweight in the 4-belt era, then to become 3-time undisputed, but having done that against Canelo, a fellow prize fighter. Because what he would have done then is he skipped the resume shit. You see, you got that GTD. We talking about prize fighter type shit. Tank is a prize fighter.
No doubt.
Floyd is a prize fighter. Canelo's a prize fighter.
No doubt.
If Crawford does that, he would have like toppled the whole fucking prize fighter game.
You
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he in both worlds. Yeah, no question.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, I struggle with it too, man. Like you said, jumping up all those weight classes, man. Like they say, there are weight classes for a reason. I do think Terrence is good enough to get it done. And I think Canelo's good enough to get it done too. I know niggas is shitting on fucking Canelo because he has been looking ain't been looking that great as of late, man. We'll see. You know, he blames some of it on injury. I think some of it's though Marvin Hagler shit, you know, sleeping in silk sheets, getting up. You know, hanging out with Steph Curry, playing golf, and all this other rich nigga shit.
But he's relatively active, and he's active for a champion. He's active for, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he's active.
No, he's very active. I give him. He fights what at least 2 times a year. Sometimes he try to get 3 in, right? So
yeah. Which in this day and age, we got to give him credit for that, right?
Absolutely, man. We're gonna. I want to see. I'm gonna play real close attention how he looks against Jamel this one. But what worries me about Canelo in that fight, you know, he struggles against boxers like Terrence, man. You know, even lesser boxers. You know, he struggled against Amir Khan. Amir Khan was dicing him up till he took the soul out of him and shit.
Absolutely.
Billy Joe even a little bit. Erslan de Lara, I thought beat him. Yeah, Daniel Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? Trout a little bit. He struggles against those type of boxers, man. So if I'm Canelo, man, I might stay away from that. I might go the Benavidez route. I might see I'll fight the winner of who Benavidez fighting right now, the awkward dude.
Boo Boo, Andre.
Yeah, against Boo Boo, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though he swore he would never give Boo Boo that fight after that press conference and all that shit. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know about Canelo. That's a fight I want to see, but I have a feeling PBC is going to try to make that fight happen, man. You know what I mean? That's a crazy bag for everybody, all parties involved. You know.
And look, I ain't closing my eyes if they make Canelo and Crawford. I ain't closing my eyes. I just look at it and say, you know, I would love to see Crawford take care of 154. You know what I'm saying?
He's got to do some heavy lifting at 154, though. He's got to go chase them belts.
Yeah.
They ain't all there for him to take like they would be if he fights Canelo. You know what I'm saying?
Again, another feat of unification, undisputed. You know what I'm saying? That is another impressive, because then it would be not only did he become 3-time undisputed, he did it at 154, but he went out Thanos style and grabbed the belts. He didn't just take it in one whop. So there's many ways that Crawford he's approaching these little tasks that can kind of push him right out there. Yeah, man, Crawford, and I love what's happening for him. Don't you love to see a fighter like how Cube say, damn, it feels good to see people up on it, right? He getting hits. That's beautiful, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, ain't that something? Damn, it feel good to see people up on it. That's a fact. The vapors. Yo, we mentioned David just a few seconds ago.